The Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. John Bunyan, 1628 to 1688, was born at Elstow near Bedford. The son of a brazier, he learned to read and write at the village school and prepared to follow his father's trade. But in 1644, the Civil War changed the course of events, and at the age of 16 he was drafted into the Parliamentary Army and was stationed at Newport Pagnell from 1644 to 1646. In 1649 he married his first wife, by whom he had 4 children. She died circa 1656, and about 3 years later he married his second wife, Elizabeth. It was in 1648 that Bunyan suffered a severe religious crisis, which lasted for several years. He emerged with the resolution to convert others and help them in their spiritual problems. In 1653 he joined a nonconformist church in Bedford, where he came into contact with the Quakers, against whom he published his first writings, Some Gospel Truths Opened, 1656, and A Vindication, 1657. In November 1660 he was arrested while preaching in the fields. He refused to cease preaching and spent most of the next 12 years in Bedford jail. During the first half of this period he wrote 9 books, and among them were The Holy City, or the New Jerusalem, 1665, which was inspired by a passage in the Book of Revelation, and his most well-known book of this period, Grace Abounding to the Chief of Sinners, 1666, his spiritual autobiography. It centers almost wholly on the development of his inner religious feelings, and in it he also describes his religious crisis of 1648. During the latter years of his imprisonment, Bunyan also began the Pilgrim's Progress, the work for which he is most famous, and which renders the personal spiritual experience of the earlier Grace Abounding into the more objective form of a universal myth, where all Christians who seek the truth are embodied within the figure of the solitary man pursuing his pilgrimage. In 1672, after his release from prison, he became pastor of the Bedford Separatist Church, but was imprisoned again in 1676 for a shorter period of about 6 months, during which he probably finished the first part of the Pilgrim's Progress, which was published in 1678. The second part, together with the whole work, was published in 1684. His other works include The Life and Death of Mr. Badman, 1680, and The Holy War, 1682. He died just when the period of religious persecution was coming to an end. The Pilgrim's Progress, From This World to That Which Is to Come, delivered under the similitude of a...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?